What's up, everybody? Just wanted to do a quick video. Sorry if I sound out of breath. Just got done doing bench press and I was running around and oh yeah. Anyways, I would call this video the most common mistake in bonsai, or just simply put, why you should respect your own time. Sorry, it's cold and wet out here, nasty, so I sound nasty. We have a limited amount of time in this life, so bonsai is a year game. It goes by years. So with a limited amount of time, you really want to maximize your efforts, per season, per growing season, or per growing year. So the most common mistake I see people do is they grow things that are not optimal for their climate, or don't really belong in their state or country. So when you do that, you're adding years to the project's length. The goal is most likely to get a respectable, beautiful looking tree that you're proud of and you want to show people, maybe even enter in a show someday or sell it maybe, just normal stuff. When you're creating art, you want to be proud of it. So when you choose a tree that does not belong in your climate, you're adding a lot more work for yourself. And I brought these three trees together to really illustrate that point. And you may not believe what I'm about to tell you, but it is 100% true. Okay, so this is an amber maple. It's about 5 years old. I don't know if you can see my finger next to it. It's about 5 years old from a cutting that was, less than a pencil thick. This is a Japanese maple, and, significantly smaller, less ramification, less movement, just not as good. But this was also 5 or 6 years, and it was kept in a greenhouse during winter. So basically, literally the optimal growing conditions for a Japanese maple in Michigan. And this is an American maple that was grown from a seed for the purpose of being a bonsai. And it was eaten by deer. It didn't have deer protection. It didn't have, it was basically the worst. Well, here's the size comparison. It was basically the worst growing conditions possible, yet that's going to reflect, most people's situations. If you're a beginner in bonsai, this is, basically what your American maple is going to look like after. Do you want to guess how long? You want to guess? Make your guess now. How long you think this took? 14 years. 14 years. Okay? From a seed. And yeah, it did get eaten by deer, and it had the worst conditions, but that's what most people are going to have. So 14 years for that, or 5 years for this. Okay? And then that's just simply what I mean by respect your own time. When it's very common that when people ask me what they should grow in Michigan, I'll tell them, and then I'll say amber maple, Shimpaku juniper, or mugo pine. And then they get this blank look behind their eyes. You can tell the information is just not being received. And, there's a variety of reasons for that, what the answer they wanted to hear is, cherry blossom, or Japanese maple, or Japanese black pine, or this or that. It's you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. And I don't want to try to boss someone around on their artistic journey. But, my advice is take this information and you use it wisely. Okay? This was the Japanese maple with 100% optimal conditions. It's still not an amazing tree, Whereas these amber maples are all from the same batch. But yeah, 5 or 6 years, and the ramification is way, 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 way better than the other options. So, my advice, if you want to not spin your wheels for years and years, is just take the easy route. Water goes down the path of least resistance. You know, creating art and business and relationships, it should all be easy. We don't want to make life hard. All right, you don't have anything to prove to anybody. Just do the easy way, get quicker results. All right, love you all. Peace, take care.